How come some people find it so hard to change their life? How come some people try so hard to make a shift in their life? And what do coaches use to make it possible to make an influence, an impact in someone's life, get past the defense and change their life, whether it's smoking, whether it's addiction to habits that don't serve you, whether it's just a certain breaking through a certain view of on life. What do coaches use to get there? My name is Jeff Israel Thewa, and I would like to welcome you once again to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place we go past the defense to your life. This is the place where we go past the shells of life, past the conditioning, past all the patterns, to breaking through to the life that you desire. I believe you deserve it. Now, for you to understand what coaches do, what coaches like me do to help people to break through to their destiny, is really an understanding of how the human mind works. If you don't have this understanding, it will be so impossible. It will be so hard to make the impossible possible. It will be so hard to really move from a place of being stuck to a place of progress. It'll be so hard for you to break through to your destiny. And so this is the understanding. Now, there are two parts of your mind. There are two parts of your brain. There's the conscious and there's the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is the mind of awareness. It's where you are right now. You're using only about 10%. The conscious mind is 10%. Is the one that, you're making choices to listen to me. You're using your senses. You're conscious now. You're conscious now. Your consciousness is here now. Well, it could be in the future. Some people, their consciousness is in the past. And they are always affected by that because they are focused on that. They are conscious. But conscious mind is only 10%. Now, as coaches, we work with the subconscious mind, which is 90%. Subconscious mind is the landlord. Subconscious mind is the king. No matter what you want. Now, when you talk about willpower is when you decide, I want to change. This is my year. I'm never going to react that way. I'll never be the same again. And you make that decision, I'll never be the same again. But then that's conscious decision. You've not gone, if the subconscious mind does not accept your idea, I promise you, you'll always be the same again. You will always be the same. Why? Subconscious mind is the king. Now, I want to make that distinction today. Now, get ready. This is once and for all. I want you to get this. Get ready. Take a deep breath. Oh, yeah. Feel it in your system. Get ready. Come on. So, what is the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind? The conscious mind is about willpower. It's about forcing things. It's about determining to push yourself. When you go into the gym and you say, yes, I must lose this weight. Yes. Push. The conscious mind will take you there only to a certain extent. Willpower has no power past a certain extent. You go maybe for 2 months. Have you wondered why you've never used your gym money to completion? Is because you're using the willpower. You've not learned to use your subconscious mind. So you're using the willpower of pushing. Willpower does not work. The subconscious mind is also analytical. Let's place the subconscious mind here, the conscious mind here. So the subconscious mind uses willpower and is very analytical. And that's why you may become so analytical about change. Even when I'm inviting you to change and I'm telling you change is possible, and I'm telling you, things like build an incantation, build affirmations. I'm trying to go. No, I'm not trying. I'm going past your conscious defense. Because between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, there's a line here we call defense. If as a coach, you don't learn to go past the defense to the subconscious mind, so you can influence the subconscious mind to accept the change your client is looking for, then there will not be change. Change will take longer. Change does not have to take longer when you understand the difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind. Now, you can apply this on yourself, but also I want you to be aware this is the processes we use as coaches to help people change their life. Are you still here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Get that? And so there's a difference between the conscious and subconscious. We're still on the conscious mind. It uses willpower. It's very analytical. It's very analytical. And it's also the part of us that is rational. There's a part of us that is rational. Human beings are rational beings because the conscious mind is rational. Willpower, analytical, rational. Willpower, analytical, rational. We call that the war. WAR. It's a war because most of us, since we live in the conscious awareness of life, we are always at war. And we are always at war with ourselves and our destiny. If you always, hang on to just 10% of your life, you'll be always at war. And we find clients at war before breakthrough. Because we call this line here between the conscious and subconscious mind, we call it the defense. And that is where coaches like me find a way to break through to the subconscious mind. Now, before we get excited, let me explain. What is the subconscious mind about? Now, subconscious mind is about emotions. It's about strategies. It's about habits. Habits are formed in the subconscious mind. Emotions, patterns, physiological, your physiological effect or physiological control. All this is in the subconscious mind. Now, if you don't relate your wishes of the conscious mind to be acceptable to the subconscious mind, there will not be change. Why? We said the subconscious mind is the dad, is the babayao, is the god of the bigger mind, is the huge chunk of in fact, we call it the ship. Is the ship that drives your life. It is the ship with its pilot. Is the one that decides where you're going, man. If you don't influence the subconscious mind, if you don't do things that are past the conscious awareness of life, you will leave only 10% of your potential. And that is how we waste ourselves. You're only living the conscious mind. And so we are talking about strategies, habits. We're talking about emotions, patterns, all that physiological control, all that is in the subconscious mind. Awareness of what does this mean, and what reflexes you send to your mind. All that is stored in the subconscious mind. And that is what is making decisions. When you say, I'm going to leave this home, unless it's acceptable in the context of the emotions, the patterns, the physiological control of your subconscious mind, you'll be stuck with your conscious conditioning of your life. The leadership is not coming from the subconscious mind, from the conscious part of us. It's coming from the subconscious part of us. And the reason for this program, for breakthrough, is that I help you to go past the defense. Because all of us have defense. I help you with strategies. I help you with patterns, techniques. I shift your emotions, your physiological, alignment with what you really want, so we can shift your destiny for good. The subconscious mind is the boss. And so I help you to connect with your boss, to connect with the director of your life, with the captain of your life. So you can sit there and say, this is where I'm going, and get there without even thinking about it. You don't need to think. It's like driving. Driving begins from the conscious level. You're driving and you're so conscious, you're telling people, please don't talk to me. I'm driving. And you're driving and you're focusing on the road. You're looking on, you want your tire to step on the yellow line. So you want to step beyond and see where you're stepping consciously. But when your driving skill gets into subconscious mind, and you don't even know how the gears were shifted, but you find yourself on your destination. That is what breakthrough is about. We go there without even thinking about it. We get into a position where your physiology, where your focus, where your energy, where your story, everything about you is locked. Are you locked? Are you locked to your destiny? Or are you still struggling with your conscious awareness? I want to encourage you to begin to learn about your subconscious mind. I want to encourage you to begin to, advance your awareness of your subconscious mind and work with that, so you can continue to break through into your destiny. I wish you all the best and all the love in the world. Take care of yourself and keep moving towards your destiny. Goodbye.